to the lecture series on digital signal processing. In this lecture, I am going to start with the unit 2, that is discrete time Fourier series and Fourier transforms. Discrete time Fourier series and Fourier transforms. So in that Fourier transforms, I am going to start with discrete time Fourier transform as well as discrete Fourier transform. So in that discrete Fourier transform, I am going to deal with fast Fourier transform also. Okay. So now I am going to start with discrete Fourier series. Discrete Fourier series. So the learning outcome of this lecture is, so after successful completion of this lecture, you will be able to understand the concepts of discrete Fourier series. So the frequency analysis of discrete time signals. The frequency analysis of discrete time signals. So here Fourier series representation of continuous time signals. The Fourier series representation of continuous time signals consists of infinite number of frequency components. The Fourier series representation of continuous time signals consists of infinite number of frequency components. The frequency spacing between two successive harmonically related frequencies is 1 by Tp. There Tp is period of the signal. There Tp is period of the signal. The Fourier series is only defined for periodic signals. So the Fourier series is we are using to analyze only periodic signals. The frequency range of discrete time signals is over minus pi to pi or 0 to pi. The frequency range of these discrete time signals is over pi to pi, minus pi to pi or 0 to 2 pi. Hence, infinite duration components are not possible. Infinite duration components are not possible. If a discrete time signal of fundamental period is capital N, if a discrete time signal of fundamental period capital N will contain frequency components separated by 2 pi by n radians. 2 pi by n radians. Fourier series representation of discrete time signals will have n frequency components. The Fourier series representation of discrete time signals have n frequency components. So next, Fourier series for discrete time periodic signals. So as I already mentioned that Fourier series used to analyze only for periodic signals. Okay. So let x of n is a periodic signal. Let x of n is a periodic signal with period capital N. You know what is the condition for periodicity of these signals? That is, if any signal satisfies this condition, that is x of n is equals to x of n plus n, then the signal is said to be periodic with the period capital N. So let x of n is a periodic signal with the period capital N, that is x of n is equals to x of n plus n. The Fourier series will consist of n harmonically related exponential functions, that is e power j 2 pi k n by n, where k is defined from 0 to n minus 1. 0 to n minus 1, and it can be expressed as x of n is equals to sigma k equals to 0 to n minus 1 ck e power j 2 pi k n by n, that is considered as equation 1, where ck, here it is, where ck is coefficient of Fourier series representation. So next, for finding the coefficients, so from equation 1 we know that, so here it is the equation 1, that is x of n is equal to sigma k equals to 0 to n minus 1 ck e power j 2 pi k n by n. So from that equation 1, here the exponential term is there. Simply it is equivalent to capital N for k equals to 0 plus or minus n plus or minus 2n. Like it is 0 otherwise. So next, multiply that equation 1 on both sides with the exponential e power minus j 2 pi KLN by N, and the summation with the summation it is from N equals to 0 to N minus 1, the products, right? So here sigma N equals to 0 to N minus 1 x of N e power minus j 2 pi Ln by capital N, which is equals to sigma N equals 0 to N minus 1 sigma k equals 0 to N minus 1 ck e power j 2 pi into k minus L into N by N. Then perform the summation over N. Perform the summation over N, that is this one. Perform the summation over N first on RHS, that will be, so this one, the summation comes, so we can apply the summation on this one only, exponential, not on ck because there is no N. So here sigma N equals 0 to N minus 1 e power j 2 pi into k minus L N by N, which is equals to N for k minus L is equals to 0 or plus or minus N plus or minus 2N and so on. It is 0 otherwise. Okay. So next, so summation of N equals to 0 to N minus 1 x of N e power minus j 2 pi Ln by N. So 2 pi Ln by N is equals to N into CL. N into CL. So there it is. N is already have calculated. N. K minus L is equals to 0 plus or minus N plus or minus 2N. Okay. So from there it is N into CL. So from that the coefficient CL is equals to what? CL is equals to 1 by N sigma N equals to 0 to N minus 1 into x of N e power minus j 2 pi Ln by N. That is the coefficient, the Fourier series coefficient. So we can write it as in terms of ck also, that is ck is equals to 1 by N sigma N equals 0 to N minus 1 x of N e power minus j 2 pi Nk by capital N. So next, determine the Fourier series of the given sequence x of N is equals to 1, 1, 0 with the period N equals to 4. With the period N equals to 4. So the sequence, there it is, x of N is equals to 1, 1, 0. So here the range of this N is from 0 to N minus 1, where N is equals to, given it is 4. And the sequences in this one, it is x of N is equals to, there are 3 samples but 4 samples are there. So for that 4th sample will be 0 only. Okay, right? See, first one, the expression for that Fourier series coefficient is ck equals to 1 by N sigma N equals 0 to N minus 1 x of N e power minus j 2 pi Kn by N. So now N is from 0 to N minus 1, whereas K is also from 0 to N minus 1 only. That is 0 to 1, 2, 3. Here also N is from 0 to 1, 2, 3. So like that, we have to apply 1 by 4 because N is 4. Sigma N equals 0 to 3 x of N e power minus j 2 pi Kn by 4, where K is defined from 0, 1, 2, 3, right. So here, first, for K equals to 0, for K is equals to 0, then 1 by 4 sigma N equals 0 to 3 x of N e power 0, right. So it is C0 is equals to 1 by 2, C0 is equals to 1 by 2. Next, C1 is equals to nothing but C1 is when K is equals to 1, when K is equals to 1, it is 1 by 4 sigma N equals 0 to 3 x of N e power minus j 2 pi Kn by 4, 2 pi Kn by 4, K is nothing but 1. Okay, so K is here already defined, so no need of K, just only apply the different values of N. Then will be C1 is equals to 1 by 4 into 1 minus j, 1 by 4 into 1 minus j. So like that, C2 also 0. C3 is 1 by 4 into 1 plus 0. So C1 is 1 by 2. C2 is, so C0 is 1 by 2. C1 is 1 by 4 into 1 minus j. C2 is 0. C3 is 1 by 4 into 1 plus j. Here magnitude values for the coefficients C0, C1, C2, C3. These are the phase values. So we know C0 is equals to 1 by 2 and its magnitude is 1 by 2 and its phase is 0. Angle C0 is 0. Similarly, C1 is equals to 1 by 4 into 1 minus j. So for that, the magnitude is square root of 2 by 4. For this, the phase is minus pi by 4. Next, C2 equals to 0, magnitude is 0 and phase is also 0. Next, C3 is equals to 1 by 4 into 1 plus j, that is the magnitude is square root of 2 by 4. Next, its phase is pi by 4. Its phase is pi by 4. So next, the power density spectrum of periodic signal. Power density spectrum of periodic signal. So we know that, so power is equals to, for the signal x, P of x is equals to 1 by n, sigma n equals to 0 to n minus 1 mod x of n square. So we know that mod x of n whole square is equals to x of n into x of, that is conjugate of n, x conjugate of n. See here, P is equals to 1 by n, sigma n equals 0 to n minus 1. So x of n into x conjugate of n. Okay, then 1 by n, sigma n equals 0 to n minus 1, x of n. This x of n can be represented as conjugate of that x of n can be represented as, we know x of n is equals to sigma n equals to, sigma k equals to 0 to n minus 1 ck e power j 2 by k n by n. That is x of n, we know that x of n is equals to sigma k equals to 0 to n minus 1 ck into e power j 2 by k n by n, x of n. So x conjugate apply the conjugate on this one, then here also conjugate. So for this, the c k conjugate and exponential will be negative, that is e power minus j 2 by k n by n. So now, so next px is equals to sigma k equals 0 to n minus 1 c conjugate k, sigma n equals 0 to n minus 1 x of n e power minus j 2 by k n by n. So 1 by n is missing here, that is 1 by n. So the entire term, this can be represented as ck. The entire term can be represented as ck. There it is. So ck into conjugate of ck is nothing but mod ck square. Here mod ck square. So px is equals to sigma k equals to 0 to n minus 1 mod ck square, which is equals to 1 by n, sigma n equals 0 to n minus 1 mod x of n square. That is the power spectral density. Px is equals to sigma k equals 0 to n minus 1 mod ck square. Power spectral density Px is equals to mod sigma k equals 0 to n minus 1 mod ck square. So if energy is to be calculated, here the energy expression E over the period n is equals to sigma n equals to 0 to n minus 1 mod x of n whole square. So that is En is equals to E into capital N sigma k equals to 0 to n minus 1 mod ck square. Sigma k equals 0 to n minus 1 mod ck square. So next, the properties of discrete Fourier series. The properties of that Fourier series it is. So first property it will be periodicity. Already we know that the DFS, discrete Fourier series, is applied only for periodic signals. That is, periodicity property will be existed. So then, if x of n is periodic with period n, so Ck is also periodic with period n. Ck is also the periodic with period n, where Ck is nothing but Fourier series coefficient of x of n. So if x of n is periodic signal, then Ck is also periodic with the particular period capital N. So next, linearity property. So then x1 of n, that x1 of n is having the coefficient Ck and x2 of n is having the coefficient Dk. Okay, then the Fourier series of this a into x1 of n, b into x2 of n is a into Ck and b into Dk. Okay, these are the coefficients for these signals x1 of n and x2 of n. So next, shifting of the sequence. Shifting of the sequence, it is the Fourier series of x of n minus m. The Fourier series of x of n minus m is e power minus j 2 pi mk by n into Ck, where Ck is nothing but the Fourier series coefficient of the signal x of n. So next, duality property. If Ck is Fourier series coefficient of x of n, then C minus k is Fourier series coefficient of x of minus n. So C minus k is the Fourier series coefficient of x of minus n. That is, the representation is here. So Fourier series of coefficient of x of n is Ck. Then the Fourier series coefficient of x of minus n is C minus k. That is duality property. So next, complex conjugation property. There it is. We know the Fourier series coefficient of x of n is Ck. Similar way, the Fourier series coefficient of x conjugate of n is C conjugate minus k. Next, the convolution property. We know that the convolution in time domain represents the multiplication in frequency domain. So there it is, the convolution on the signals x sigma r over n, x of r, y of n minus r, that is n into Ck dk. Next, multiplication property. There it is, the two signals are multiplied here, x of n and y of n. The Fourier series representation for those, it is x of n and y of n, it is summation over L is n Cl d k minus L. So these are the references followed for this lecture. Thank you.